Hi everybody, welcome to our home, the pond.
Yeah, not actually, but we're here pretty much every single day. So we figured, why not start a YouTube channel? So we call ourselves Fisher of Men TV. My name is Raiden.
I'm Grady.
And this is us. We're going to be putting out a bunch of fishing content, such as how-to videos, tutorials, challenge videos, all that kind of stuff, you know, anything that involves catching fish. I mean, that's what we're going to do. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm going to get into kind of where to begin with, you know, when you're looking at rods and reels. So rods and reels are two separate things. You got the rod, obviously the pole itself with the hoops in it to thread the fishing line, whatever. And then you got the reels, which actually has the fishing line on it and you do the reeling with. So the three types are, the first one's going to be spin cast. So that's honestly one of the easiest ones to use. I would recommend it for beginners. It's not the greatest to catch, you know, higher pound bass or whatever kind of fish you're catching. So that's kind of where you would want to start. I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of probably for, you know, little kids, honestly. Like, you'll find them at the store. Like, they'll be like freaking like a Paw Patrol, Hello Kitty, or like Paw Patrol ones. Which actually we could do a series on that, or like little challenge.
Check back in the future.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other one would be the spinning reel. Wow, really just sold on that one. So that's it's probably like the middle one to use. I would honestly, for people like us, if we were beginning, I would start there. It's a lot simpler to use.
Yeah, I would honestly recommend for anybody starting out, go with the spinning reel. They're not super expensive.
Yeah.
My very first fishing pole was you said spinning cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Lightning McQueen spinning cast. First ever fishing pole I ever had, but I was like 3. But after that, when I was about 5 or 6, 7, no, I'm sorry. But I had a spinning reel. It was this little tiny loose spinning reel, and it was probably no more than $20. So they're very easy to find, very cheap.
Yeah.
And you can fish just about anything, especially depending on the size. I mean, you could bass, bluegill,
catfish, a little bit. If you go towards the heavier side of the catfish, it also depends on what line we're using, and that's kind of where we'll get to next.
Yeah, we'll transition to that later.
All right. So about line, Grady's gonna take this one away.
Yeah. So for the line, this is a great bass line. I would like to use about 20-pound test. That's just a word, but the equivalent is about a 6-pound like monofilament. All of these things you can find in a store, but basically what you want to do, especially because this is braided. This isn't like, doesn't look like plastic is what I'm trying to say. The braided, I really enjoy braided because it's a little bit stronger, tends to last longer. You can find, well, really any color of reel, but this one's a little darker, it blends in a little bit more.
Especially with these murky waters that we're in. Like, you saw the pond today. It's not very clear. The fish wouldn't be able to see it, especially. It's perfect for this kind of ponds we're fishing in. That's just life in Indiana, I guess.
And it's about 20 pounds, so nothing really you're going to find bass fishing that's going to really affect that. I think 20 pounds is very standard. It might be overkill.
Yeah.
I quite frankly don't know.
Maybe 10 to 20 pound, honestly. Yeah. Would probably be a good way to start.
Yep.
Because like Grady said, like the braided line lasts significantly longer. So, yeah. And then the next thing we'll talk about is the type of hooks you're going to use. So there's all kinds of hooks to use. It really just, like I said, it really just depends on where your focus is on catching. You know, I'm not even a super big expert on this, but Grady probably knows a little bit more than me. But usually, you know, you go into the Walmart section and it gets really, you know, it's like, oh shoot, I mean, I'm lost already. So there'll be a section obviously with all the hooks, and then like I got like a variety pack for like literally hooks meant for bass, and there were some for carp and there were some for bluegill. Like if you just get some of those to start off with. Like, you don't need like the real expensive ones like that come with 3 that are like $20. Nobody needs that. I really, unless you're competitive bass fishing.
And even then, overkill.
Exactly. You don't need that. I got a variety pack for $8 maybe, and it has probably 30 plus hooks in it.
Yeah.
So just look for some of the cheap stuff. Not super cheap to where it'll like won't last you long, but you know, like I said. So next would be lures. Yeah, the types of lures to use. So you can take this one away.
So for bass fishing, I think the most primary lures I use, and I should more say plastics. The most primary plastics I use are crawfish and like worms.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just about
that's
all
pretty
we
much
use.
all we use. Yeah.
I mean, crawfish, very essential. I mean, bass just go crazy for crawfish. I don't understand it. There's many variations. You can get really realistic ones, and you can get ones that look like an alien, quite literally.
Pretty much.
And they work very, very well, very efficient, and there's all different types of sizes. And then worms are very essential because you can Texas rig them, you can wacky worm, which we could have a whole video dedicated to the wacky worm.
It's so
so
diverse.
essential, so it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
And we'll think about that.
That's what I was using today, the wacky worm. I was using a pink wacky worm. It does wonders for me. I don't know why, it just does.
It really does. And then lures, frogs are really good, especially early morning, late night. Frogs are good.
Yeah.
Spinning baits or poppers are good too, especially later at night. What else?
That's pretty much.
Swim baits are good.
Yeah.
Basically, just anything you can think of. They're all very bass. Pretty much, they're angry little fellas. They'll eat whatever you throw at them.
Yeah, they'll pretty much just
a little
swallow
tiny
anything.
worm, like whatever. Yeah.
So now I kind of want to get into first aid. I kind of gave you guys a story earlier, but I barred my finger by a bass. Did not feel great. Felt like my thumb was swelling up, even though it wasn't. It just like felt like it was like a water balloon. But first aid is essential. You may never need it. Kind of like I said earlier. I mean, it's just great to have it because I put antiseptic on it because I mean you don't know what's in these ponds. Algae, moss, whatever. Maybe the fish has a disease. You don't want that.
Brain-eating amoebas.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just say always have a first aid kit whenever you like go. Just antiseptic, pretty much, and band-aids. That's pretty much all you need, unless you really get a hook stuck in your finger, which thankfully I haven't. But
yeah, me neither.
Yeah. And then some of the tools you'll need. You'll always need needle nose pliers.
Yep.
Essential. You can just honestly find that in your own house, honestly. But or that. I mean, I literally bought a bag and like a bunch of tools off Amazon. That's
you don't need
like,
this.
Yeah.
You really don't need this, unless if it's really down in its mouth. It's very easy.
Yeah, but like I literally bought a bag and like that tool came with it, pliers came with it, and yeah, that was pretty much it. But like it was like $40-$50 maybe. I mean, it's so worth it because I mean I fish every single day. So
yeah, mainly needle nose pliers, any types of pliers. That's most essential. And then a knife. I would say just having a pocket knife or even scissors. It's very useful because. So the camera died. That's okay. Moving on. So going from tools and first aid kits and lures and hooks and all this stuff. We should have talked about this first.
Yeah.
And that's just a fishing license. Get your fishing license.
Yeah.
One, it goes to supporting the environment. It goes to many different things. I don't know what else. But mainly, it helps provide a better way for keeping the fish safe because the DNR does a lot of things behind closed doors that we don't know about, but mainly goes to supporting the environment and probably helps your local areas, your local businesses, all these different things.
Yeah.
So pretty much any sporting goods store. We went to Walmart.
Yeah, we went to Walmart, bought ours for what, $23 each?
Yeah, $23 in like the state of Indiana. So that's gonna vary. Not expensive. And with that license, it also includes like transporting all these different things. So like say if you wanted to stock up a pond, future video, you just go catch fish and then you transport them and you can bring them to your own pond.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Yeah, very essential. Go out and get your fishing license.
Yeah, and then obviously, like, with us being in Indiana, I mean, really the only thing we're catching is bass, bluegill, catfish, and carp. Pretty much. I mean, you can go to, like, the bigger lakes, find other fish there, but
Crappie's another one.
yeah, but literally, like, if you're asking yourself, where do I fish? Probably in the nearest pond next, like, close to you. Seriously, like, bass and bluegill are everywhere. I mean, seriously, it's actually, like, quite horrendous, like, of how many there are. But it's awesome. Also immaculate, because we've caught some very small bass and we've caught some very large bass. So,
large one. Sorry.
All right. Well,
Airball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sun's going down, so I think we're gonna end it here. But like I said, you can catch another video of us fishing later than this, probably. So
at our home.
Yeah, pretty much.
The pond. And we'll see you later, ladies and gentlemen.
Bangarang.